You have an upcoming championship match here. You could say this is for all the marbles here. You're playing, it looks like you'll be playing Jerry Price in the championship. He is the 15 and under champion. How do you feel being the old man?
Well, you know, I look at it, we're both about the same. You know, I think I got him by about a year. He's got a lot of experience. He's ranked on the Pro Tour already. He's top 24 players. So, you know, I got my work cut out for me. But after coming off the tiebreaker, winning 11-0, I feel real strong, and I've just been watching him play. He doesn't seem to be playing real well. So I'm pretty confident tomorrow.
Okay, could you let us in on the strategy that you'll use against him tomorrow in the finals?
Yeah, well, Jerry's kind of a slower player. He's a little bit heavy, you know, not about 10 pounds overweight, and he's a big kid. So I will use a lot of pin shots because I think that'll take away some of his power, where the passes, if they're coming off the back wall, he gets his full power. He hits the ball really hard. He gets all his power into the ball off the back wall, and he's really tough off the back wall. So I want to keep the ball in front, pinch it, and then I'm going to move off real close when he's playing because he tends to pinch everything. So I got to play really up on him.
Okay. Jack, what professional on the tour most influenced your games? Who do you try and emulate?
Well, you know, I have pretty much my own style, but I kind of like the way Mike Allen plays. You know, he has a lot of power, but he mixes in a little control in there. He has the best overall game on the tour. Just that Hogan's a little bit of a better athlete, but he has the best overall game, I think.
That's good. What are your goals in racquetball? What do you want to accomplish? You want to go onto the Pro Tour? You want to keep playing amateur?
Well, I like to win a national. This year, my goal is to win the national junior title. I want to win the intercollegiate title because I'm going to college this year, and I also want to win the men's open title and be the first one to win all 3 of those. And you know, and then after that, I like to go on to the pros and become the best pro in the world. You know, racquetball doesn't have a lot of money in it right now, but it's starting to get a little better. They have a new tour set up where it hurts a lot of players, but the 12 that are on the tour are going to be making a lot of money. If I could ever get in that 12, I can make a decent amount of money at the game.
Sound good. Sound good. Okay, I'm here with Liz Alvarado. She's #1 seed in the USRA girls 17 and unders. Liz, you lost last year in the championship to Stacy Fletcher, 11-9 tiebreaker. How do you psych yourself up to come back as far as you have and win? What's your psych? What's your thoughts?
I just have a lot of determination to be better. Just that loss just helped me to realize that, you know, there's other people, you know, in the world that are trying just as hard as you are, and that makes me work harder.
Okay, what you're saying is that loss last year intensified your training this year. Yeah.
I worked harder this year.
Yeah. You're playing Heather. Okay, you're playing Heather Stupp in the finals. Is there any strategy you're gonna use against her? Anything other than your normal game?
I'm just gonna go out there and just hustle a lot and just play the best I can.
Okay, you consider yourself a power player, control player, or both?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll ask you a different question. Do you feel you have more power with this ball rather than the ball they use in the national AARA junior tournaments? Can this ball be hit harder? Okay. Does that present any problem for you going through the draw with people who would hit the ball harder?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Do you consider yourself a power player or a control player?
I'm a little of both, I think.
Yeah, that's a good combination. How did you first get started in racquetball?
My father, he taught me how to play.
Yeah? So, did he encourage you to play, or did you just enjoy the game and started playing?
I guess I was inspired by him to play.
Yeah.
Playing.
Okay, as other junior players know, you're very respected in your age group, but you also have a national AARA junior championship to your credit, a USRA 17 and under to your credit. You are currently the women's open champion in the USRA, both doubles and singles. That's quite the accomplishment. Shit, I know where it's going. Okay, did you play any other racket sports before you played racquetball?
No, I started out playing racquetball, and then I started playing tennis in school.
So, did you play any other sports in school?
Before racquetball?
Yeah, well, yes.
Baseball, basketball, volleyball, everything.
I'd say that's enough sports. When you first started playing racquetball, did you like it, or did you dislike it?
Well, I have to like it, I think.
Well, not necessarily. That'll be cut. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think you're pro material?
I don't know. We're gonna find out this year.
Yeah. Whose style do you try and emulate? Whose game do you like?
My dad's.
Yeah, your dad's. So what you're saying is you don't have any idols like a Heather Mackay or Marcy Greer or Shannon Wright.
I've played Marcy Greer and I've beaten her.
Oh yeah? Oh, that's quite an accomplishment in itself.
But I look up to them, I realize they're pros, and that's what I want to be.
Yeah. Okay then. Just to know a little bit more about you on the personal side. What kind of rock groups? Just to know a little bit more about your personal life. What kind of music do you like?
Well, I guess you call it rock, maybe. I like REO Speedway, Santana, and Air Supply, stuff like that.
Do you find after a tough match or after a tough practice that if you go in and listen to music, it relaxes you?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, let me rephrase it. Does this psych you up? Sometimes you like to listen to it before a match? Yeah?
Once I did, really did. We were in a tennis competition, and I was supposed to play the rival from the other school, And I listened to Kate's and Sunshine Band, and well, I thought I really did, and I just smoked it.
Okay, you're very competitive. You must put in a lot of hours into your game. Do you have any time for dates?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Do you have?
But I think mostly I'm really busy, so I don't usually have time for a lot.
So what you're saying is you don't have any steady boyfriend?
No.
I don't know what they're missing. Well, Liz, it seems that you are the player to beat in this tournament. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll update if I happen to get it wrong. Okay. Okay, I'm here with David Simmonette, and he has 3 national junior titles already under his belt at the age of 13 years old. When did you start playing racquetball? How old were you?
I was 9.
9 years old? And who introduced you to the game?
My dad.
Your father? Yeah? Okay, hold on. How often do you train for the sport? Do you run, lift weights?
Almost every day.
Yeah? So what you're saying is you run every day? Yeah? How often do you play?
Every day.
Do you play players that are older than you?
Yeah, most
Younger?
of the time they're older.
Yeah? Have you played in any open division tournaments yet?
I won the A at the first stop in Houston.
The A division? It's quite an accomplishment. Okay, you are the #1 seed in the Open, aren't you?
In the 12-under, yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel any pressure being #1 seed?
No.
Seems like everybody's out after you, gunning for you.
Well, everyone's trying to beat me, but so far I'm in the finals, and I think I should win.
Do you consider yourself a power player or a control player, or both?
A mixture between both.
Yeah. Well, I've seen your backhand, and it appears for your age group that you hit the ball harder than anyone on the backhand. Do you agree?
Yeah, I hit
hit my backhand harder than most people my age.
Yeah. What do you contribute? Okay, well, let me ask you a few things about school. In school, are you a celebrity in school?
Nah, not really.
No, your friends know that you have 3 national titles, but they don't really treat you like a celebrity. They do treat you like one?
Nah, treat me just like same kid.
Yeah. Let me ask you what you think of yourself. Do you think you're a great player?
And I'm good for my age.
Do you think you have the potential to be a great player?
I think if I keep practicing and playing as well as I have been, someday I can be good.
Yeah.
Enough to the pro tour.
What do you think about Marty Hogan? You think one day you would like to take over his #1 position? Yeah. That's good enough. Also, okay, you're playing Timmy Doyle tomorrow in the championship. Is there any certain strategy you're going to use?
Well, he hits the ball pretty hard, so I'm going to lob serve and try to keep the ball to the ceiling, keep him back court, and try to take the first shot.
Okay, let me ask you, how much confidence did a junior national title give you? I mean, before you won a junior title, did you know you were good enough to win one?
And then the first one I played in, I lost the first round. And then I started doing better until I finally won one. And then I had more confidence in the next one I played in, and I won that one too.
Well, now after you lose a match, whether it be in a national tournament or whatever, how do you psych yourself up to come back and win the next
As
tournament?
soon as you lose a match, you have to just start practicing, playing again for the next tournament. You gotta put it out of your mind that you lost.
Have you ever thought that this game is boring? Have you ever played so much that it's gotten boring?
No.
No? So how many hours is that you play today on the average?
2 or 3.
2 or 3? Okay. Getting back to school and your friends, is there any particular kind of music you like? What groups do you like?
Hard rock.
Hard rock? Do you like to listen to it before or after a game?
Anytime.
Yeah? So then what you're saying is maybe before a game it spikes you up, gets you going? Yeah. But you would say you're strictly hard rock, not punk?
No.
Yeah? Okay, it's been hard the last couple of years for juniors to get sponsored. As I understand it, you have 3 sponsors.
Burger King, Echelon, and Nike.
Did you receive expenses from them or what?
Burger King pays for expenses, Echelon pays for equipment and clothes, and Nike just gives me shoes and some clothes.
Okay, when you say expenses, is that your hotel and your airfare?
Swimming fees and rental cars.
Okay, that's good. It's what? No, why don't you explain to me what you just said?
You're going down.
What does that mean?
It means you're going to lose.
Yeah? Let me ask you, I haven't seen you play, are you very vocal on the court?
When I get into a match where the guy's got an equal as I am in ability, he can get pretty vocalizing and a lot of diving. But
Let me ask you, when you start talking to a person on the court, do you feel that's to your advantage?
yeah, so it is, because it's psyching me up and psyching him out.
Yeah, well, there's been players that can talk during a match and actually psych their opponent out where they can respond under it and play. Do you think you're a player like that, where you can talk throughout the
not
match?
like that.
No? What do you think about these players that are extra loud and that cheat?
I don't like them.
Yeah? Okay, that's honest enough answer. Okay, when you're in school and you are a small celebrity in school, how many girlfriends do you have?
No.
1, 2?
You are so ugly.
Oh, is that ugly? Okay, there are girls at the tournament that think you're cute. Do you have, Okay, now I'm going to edit most of this. Okay, I'm just going to ask you a few questions, and we'll see what happens. Is this your first time in national finals?
No, my second.
Just the second. So have you ever won a national?
Yeah, 2 years ago, 13.
What was it?
The 13.
Was that the USRA?
Yeah.
Oh, USRA. How did you start playing racquetball?
Well, my dad took me one day to go play it. I liked it, so I just started playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was there any competition between you and your father?
Yeah, at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you can beat him now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty handily, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's good news. Let me see what I can ask you. Let me just. Okay, are you presently sponsored by anyone?
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay. Do you receive money for expenses?
No.
Or anything? So would you receive clothes and equipment?
Yeah.
Is that right? And how often do you practice?
About 2 hours a day.
Yeah. Do you run at all?
Yeah. Sprints on the racquetball court.
Yeah. But you don't do any outside running?
Yeah, every once in a while. Go do a couple miles and then run stadiums at school, football field.
Is there any pro on the tour that you try and emulate their style?
It's more or less Dave Peck. He's the
Dave
one that
Peck?
taught me how to play.
Oh, okay. I mean, you one of the kids that were featured in that article at one time with David Peck.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a fine player. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine player. It comes up.
Okay.
Are you presently coached by anyone?
Yeah, more or less by Dave. He's in town.
Yeah.
Coaching me.
Do you think that racquetball has gotten to the point where a coach can really help?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen yourself on tape?
Yeah.
So you've done work analyzing your stroke. Let me kind of cut. Okay, you are presently in high school. Are you junior?
Yeah.
Are you a celebrity at school?
No.
Do you have are there any girls that you go out with?
Yeah, every once in a while.
And just off and on?
Yeah.
Do you find that you don't have a lot of time?
Not really.
Yeah. Oh, let me see that. Oh, okay. Is there any particular music you like? Any bands?
Not really. I go listen to different bands.
Like what? Would you say that you like hard rock music? You like punk? You
Hard
like
rock and rock.
Yeah. How do you get psyched before a match?
Well, these past days I've been listening to AC/DC.
Good tunes. Go ahead.
More or less been getting me ready.
How do you prepare yourself for a match after you've lost the previous tournament? How do you come back after a loss?
I really don't. I just go in the court and practice what I was missing during the tournament.
Yeah.
See if I can improve it a little bit.
Okay, what you're saying then is, well, when you lose, it psychs you up to practice harder.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Have you played any other sports? Any other sports in high school or out of school?
Yeah, I used to play baseball and basketball.
How much did that first national junior title, how much confidence did it give you in your game?
Give me pretty much.
That make you feel like you were training all that time and that you were a national champion?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, do you consider yourself a power or a control player?
I guess I'm in between. Maybe.
Tomorrow in the finals, what are you going to use against your opponent?
Try to control the game and try not to hit it too hard because he likes to hit. He plays the game hitting it hard.
Okay, have you ever played them before?
Yeah.
And what was the outcome?
I won, like, first game I beat him 21-15 and 21-18.
Okay. As a junior player, would you like to see the ball slow down as you get older and maybe think of this as a pro career?
Maybe.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah. How do you adjust to this fast ball? Do you like playing with it?
Yeah, I was playing with that one.
Yeah. Okay, what are your goals in racquetball? What immediate goals do you have, or do you have any long-term goals?
Well, I hope I can get pretty far.
Okay, do you have any desire to be a pro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you about no, I won't ask you about that. I was focusing, so I don't have to move the camera. I gotta kind of do everything by myself here today.
Working alone.
Yeah.
Did you record the other matches then?
Yeah. Okay, I'm here with Heather Stupp. She's the current 1981 Open Canadian Women's Champion. She is about to play Liz Alvarado in the championship here, 17 and under national USRA finals. How did you begin playing racquetball? How did you get started?
About 4 years ago, my dad was playing at the YMCA, and he took me to one of the tournaments at a private club. And I really liked the game. I was playing tennis at the time, but I thought it looked really easy. So then the first tournament I won the provincial, which is like a state, a provincial boys championship, 18 women. And it was the nicest trophy I had, so I decided to continue playing racquetball. It seemed like a good game. Nice trophy.
Oh, that's good. Okay, now as I understand it, you lost in the semifinals last year to Stacy Fletcher. Liz Alvarado also lost to Stacy Fletcher. So now you two are playing in the finals. Is there any strategy you're going to use against Liz?
She's pretty well a serve and shoot. She likes to kill the ball a lot. I'm going to try and keep it against the glass because, I think she's going to have a little trouble with the glass since she likes to shoot the ball a lot. I'm just going to have to not give her any setups, which is like the ideal game, but try and minimize my mistakes and let her make the mistakes.
Okay, what I'm going to mix up the questions. Okay, I'm going to edit it, so don't worry. They won't even hear me talking now.
Okay.
Are you in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah. What year are you in high school?
Well, we have a different system in Quebec. We graduate after grade 11, which I think is equal to junior year.
Yeah.
Then we have a pre-university type program, which is mandatory if you want to stay in Quebec. It's 2 years of junior college, pre-university type thing. But if I want to go out of town, I could go to the States next year. It'd be a year earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Are you a celebrity in school? Are you well known because of your national title?
Not really. I go to a private school, and in my school they stress academic strengths and not really any athletic things. So they don't really emphasize or care. I get a little bit of recognition, but nothing special.
Yeah. Is there any player on the women's tour that you try and emulate their style?
Not really. Like, I admire some women's concentration and their basic game strategies, but
like who?
Style. Well, Heather Stupp I really admire. But style, I don't really think consciously I do it.
If you played Heather Stupp tomorrow, what strategy would you use against her?
It would be tough. I would have to play my best.
Yeah.
And hope that she would play less than her best and give me a few shots. I would have to take advantage of every opportunity I had and not not miss easy plums. I would just have to put pressure on her. That's the way to be. Put pressure on her, keep it to her backhand high.
Do you have any immediate goals in the sport of racquetball?
My parents stress the academic part of my life very much, and I'm not allowed to play racquetball unless I maintain my grades. So I'd like to really keep up my grades while continuing playing racquetball if that's possible. No, I hope to continue along, but I don't really have any goals.
Yeah, so what you're saying then is, like other junior players who would like to play the Pro Tour one day, you really don't have any immediate plans?
I would like to play the Pro Tour if it's possible to combine that with academic studies. I wouldn't like to quit school or take a year off and play racquetball, so, because right now I don't see there's that much in racquetball.
Yeah,
Right now.
good answer. Believe me, yeah, the other one said that. Let me ask you about the school. No, as far as musical groups, is there any kind of music you like?
Not really. I like all popular music. Just
Yeah.
like to relax.
Yeah. Does music help spike you up before a match or help relax you after hard practice?
Not especially. I just enjoy it totally. I don't purposely put on something and listen to something before a match or after.
Yeah. How often do you train?
I train about 5 times a week. I try and hit about 4 or 5 times a week, practice by myself. And I like to play 2 or 3 tough matches a week too.
How about running? How often do you run?
About 3 times a week.
Do you
I do Nautilus.
Yeah. Do you do long distance or sprints?
I do interval training of 3 miles, meaning like I warm up for the first mile, mile and a half, and then I do fire hydrants. I call it. I do sprinting and then rest for a fire hydrant.
I don't know.
It's just interval sprinting and then letting my heartbeat come down to build up my
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I won't even use that. Like a lot of juniors that are playing junior tournaments now, it's hard to get a sponsor. Are you sponsored?
I'm sponsored by Wilson Sporting Goods. They help me out a lot, and in return I do exhibitions and a few public appearances for them, but they really have a super product, and I enjoy working for them.
Okay, now when you say sponsor, do they pay your expenses?
Yes, they do.
Okay, is that contract, what is that, all expenses anywhere?
It's a certain budget, and I could use it for what I want, meaning towards expenses. It's like it doesn't go in my bank account, I can keep it. If I don't use it for tournaments, then I don't get it. But there is a certain budget.
Okay. After a loss, how do you psych yourself up to come back and win?
After I lose?
Yeah. Let's say you lost in a tournament previous to something else. How do you psych yourself up?
I try and evaluate what I did wrong and what part of my game failed me or what part I could strengthen for the next tournament. And then I just try and practice a little bit more, put in more hours.
Yeah. So what you're saying then is a loss almost encourage you to train harder?
Sometimes, yeah.
When you practice, is there any top players do you play against in practice?
I play the men around my area who aren't household names or anything. They're just good, solid players in the Montreal area.
Yeah. Well, you said what you're saying is you always have to find some man to play because it helps you out.
There aren't very many good women around Montreal or basically in all Canada. Well, there are a few. But I find for a woman it's much easier to improve since she can play with any good male local player. But a man trying to break into the pro ranks has to go, let's say, to California or wherever to get good competition. But a woman can stay where they were, or local.
Okay. Well, I'd just like to say thank you and good luck today against Liz.
Thank you very much.
Okay.